Alright, good morning guys, and welcome to Dulles Landing Cars and Coffee. Not going to be a big one today, another cold one. In fact, there's a lot of people who are here from last week, but we'll still check out the lot. We're also going over to Glassworks DMV for a unveiling and a little car meet that they got going on. So before we do that, we'll check these guys out, and then we'll probably head over there in about 30 minutes or so. So if you remember this E30 group from last week, I never get tired of seeing them. I definitely want to poll and see which one you guys would choose out of the group. I'm not sure. I mean, I definitely love the hard tops. I'm always a fan of white. I don't know. I think I would probably choose this one right here. Maybe the first one. I do like that first one too. It's a hard choice. It's a hard choice. But there is one car I want to show you while I'm here. And the CTSV is nice. I'm actually going live to my man Muscle Mike. This is what I wanted to show you. I think this car is featured in a few videos that I've done in the past. It's just so immaculate. I never get tired of filming it. I mean, that's it, guys. Like, that's like OG Beetle status right there. I wish I could show you. You see, there's a little gauge on top of the gear shifter. I actually don't know what that says. Stefan would know, but Stefan's not with me now, is he? I love this little trailer. So what's interesting about this trailer is it's a one wheel and it pivots. So it actually doesn't swivel on its own. It's actually stationary to the car. So as you back up and move around and things like that, the trailer just, stays where it's at. It's just the wheel. It's pretty cool. By the way, you can see my car over there, the red Jetta sports wagon. I'm thinking about getting the classic Beetle wheels that they sell now for the newer Beetle. I'm thinking I might put those on. I love this this classic shape, and I think it kind of gives it a nice little beach wagon vibe. I'm gonna come check this out again, but before this thing leaves, because this Camaro is pretty classic too. It's pretty clean. We'll come back to that. I wanted to get in the sunlight and those guys were standing near it. So check out this Oldsmobile first. They really don't make them like they used to, huh? It's a big boy. Of course, there's always got to be one DeLorean somewhere, One thing I haven't seen with a DeLorean, I haven't seen a painted DeLorean yet. I really want to see one of those. Really? Mike, I'm actually really surprised that the Twitch stream is coming out so well. Usually I feel like it doesn't. Wonder if there's some sort of distortion over when I download the actual file. Because that's a big thing I'm fighting, guys, is quality control for these things. Wow, it's pretty surprising. Okay, babe, these guys. What's it rubbing on? The wheel was rubbing. Huh. Alright, now we can check this thing out. I wanted to get in the sunlight. Let's just look how clean and beautiful this is. This is what I love. That little detail.
guys. Have a great one, man. Okay. See y'all. See y'all. Next week. All right. Take it. All right.
I think that's like my favorite part of the car.
No, I didn't. I'm from Indiana, though. Oh, yeah. So you're Purdue.
Try not to get my shadow too much in there. I think this is my favorite car of the day. It's that perfect tangerine, orange and white. It's never a big Camaro fan, ironically. And then these grew on me later in life. Don't know why. Don't know why. Just everything, all the vented, details. Yeah, really. Mike's not a fan of the hood, but he likes the color. Let's see, anything else here? We got a few Mopar guys as per usual. Oh, a nice Defender just showed up.
Since it's so light, you see every speck of grime on it.
So Stefan was actually trying to get me to get one of these. Yeah, a few more pro guys, just a few. Stefan was trying to get me a CRZ, and Alyssa hated it, my girlfriend. She thought it was the ugliest thing on the face of the earth. And I don't completely disagree with her, but you can do pretty cool stuff, So there's that, and they do offer them a manual, so that was a plus. And you get fantastic gas mileage in them, but I don't know. I think I'm happier off with my wagon, Got the Ford Fiesta guys over here. Another car I always probably needed to drive was the Chevy Sparks. That's true. You can get those with some serious boost. It's a nice GT350 over there. But I always wanted to. I needed to drive the Fiesta ST. I hate, and I don't use this word often when it comes to cars, but I hate the regular Fiestas. My mom had them, had a 2011 and a 2014, and I was just not a fan of anything about it. I just hated the livability of it. Like the looks of them, but I hated the livability of them. So I wanted to try out the ST because I know it's a little bit different, but all in all, again, I think I'm just happy off with a wagon, Fun little go-kart cars, but obviously when I was searching for a new car after my accident, a lot of V6 Mustangs popped up on the market. It's kind of the same price range, and for good reason. You probably shouldn't buy one, and thank God I didn't. This is really hot. Mike, I know this is your speed, huh? I like that. It's probably my favorite modern car here today. What is this Toyota? Oh, all-track. Celica Turbo all-track. Really hard find. Finding these on an all-track is probably not easy, I think. Especially in a turbo. I could see you in that, Mike. You rocked the Camaro look for a while. Oh, I wanted to check out this Audi. What do you guys think of this build right here? This RS3. Carbon fiber hood, carbon fiber lip.
I feel like I'm on that stuff. Did my streams like a fucking move? It really annoyed me as doing like that.
Little mix of luxury and raciness. Yes, it's racy or racy, depending on how you feel. Mike actually just brought up a good point on the stream. He's talking about a Jeep Comanche. I actually want to do a little bit more stuff with off-roading vehicles. I know that's actually something I haven't featured on the channel or streaming in a while. Now, streaming's obviously going to be pretty difficult because I'm assuming most of the trails aren't going to have any sort of service out there. But it's something I want to try. You know, it's something I want to throw onto the channel and kind of add into the mix of things. I actually really like this. I mean, it's not really my, like, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't buy it. Drone footage, yeah, that's true. The only thing about drone, because Mike said do drone footage, a lot of these state parks and federal parks don't allow you to do drones, which really sucks because obviously they're the best place to do them. And even places like Skyline Drive and things like that, drones are prohibited, which just breaks my heart because I really want to get that footage for you guys, but I'm sure a lot of others do too. I'm actually considering getting my drone, license essentially, you know, where you can kind of fly in certain areas that most civilians can't. It only costs, I think, a couple $100 or something like that, and you know, it really helps you out. Makes you available for things like realty, doing drone footage for like realtors and things like that. Food for thought. Now these, the MR2s, what is this, the 3rd gen? It's kind of sad how ugly these are. I really love ugly cars, but this is beyond my standards. Because I'm sure these are absolutely fun cars to drive. Probably not too hard to maintain. But this is what you have to walk out to every day. So, worth it? I don't know. I don't know. But a nice little mid-engine spaceship for you. You know? Let's go check out the Defender if it's still here. True, yeah. The other issue is, as you can see, or maybe here, we're really close to an airport around here. All these cars and coffees and things like that. That's why I never do drone footage here. In fact, I have the drone in the back of the car right now. But I never really found a good place to use it. But I'm just glad I have it, at least, in the arsenal. It's a nice color. Okay, cool. The Defender's still here. The one annoying thing about when I'm streaming is I can't see what time it is, so I don't know when to leave to go to the next car show. Oh, of course, this big ass blue truck has to park next to it. And it's also on the side that's not with the coffee and donuts. Gonna park somewhere else, man. So I'm not a big fan of the short wheelbases. I'd much rather have a long wheelbase Defender. But, you know, can't complain. Yeah, see, he messed me up because now my stupid shadow's in the way. Thank you, Mike. 8:12. All right, so we'll head out of here at about 8:30. So we'll stream for about 15 more minutes or so and then head over to Glassworks. I just want to go on an adventure with one of these. So bad. You know, I'm sure it's one of the most uncomfortable rides of your life. It's probably not the most reliable. But who cares? It's all part of the fun, you know? There's a certain aspect to not knowing if you're going to break down or not that just makes everything a little bit more fun. Maybe not so much in the moment, but it makes for good storytelling, that's for sure. I'm not really a fan of these wheels, though. I probably would get something a little more classic. And if you guys are wondering if it has AC or not, I believe these are the flaps for that. Yeah, well, it's a manual too. An H1, yeah. I actually drove, because Mike was saying he would consider an H1 idea. And I drove an H1 when I worked for a dealership back in like 2014. It's fun. It's fun. What's really weird about those is the steering wheel. The steering wheel is so small on an H1. Like, it's smaller than you would find like in a hatchback. And it's just, it's so weird to have that in such a large vehicle. I'll never forget that, but I do want to take one of those off-road too, because I just kind of want to see what it's like, you know? I mean, that's pure element, you know? I feel like you can't really appreciate it and understand it. Oh yeah, I forgot. Eric has a Hummer. Totally forgot about that. Wow, it's completely... So the organizer of this event has a Hummer H1 that's completely spec'd out. Star Wars, blacked out. It's really amazing. Definitely should need to link up with him, and maybe he doesn't really off-road his, if I remember correctly, but even still, you know, just to be in it, ride in it, it's always fun. So yeah, always gotta check out all VWs now that I own one. You know, I'm one of those guys. But yeah, I think we'll go check out the Civic Type R while we're here. So, I'm sure some of you guys have probably seen, they just released, the limited edition? The limited edition Civic Type R, the yellow one. I like it. I like the look of it. Obviously, it's a big, ugly looking brick. And I still hear good things about driving these cars. I hear they're an excellent car to drive around in. I think they're front wheel drive. I believe that's what they are. Because I think the old school Type Rs were also front wheel drive. So this guy just bought his. Like, stuff like this, not too big of a fan of. The wing, I do like the wing. I think, you know, I think the worst angle from it is kind of the side profile. That's kind of where you see the blockiness of it. It's very chunky, you know, especially for a Type R. But I know that's how things go these days. You know, everything got a little bigger and fatter. But I do like the front. I think the front is pretty aggressive and high-end looking for a Honda sports car, if that makes sense. Well, you know, sportier car, or whatever you want to call it. And then, you know, you look back at some of these, and we'll go over to this Honda over here. You know, and this is very economically shaped, you know, and the Type R really wasn't too far off from it. But I do love, what is this, the EG patch? I used to know these a lot. Now I'm kind of forgetting a little bit. Jesus, though, look at that turbo. Now this is a fun car, I can tell. See, I would rock this. This is nice. You know, he didn't overdo it. That's the all you Honda guys. That's all you gotta do. Look, his interior, nice and simple. You know, change up the steering wheel, change up the shift knob. Got a few boost gauges in there and things like that. That's about it. You know, no bolt-on fender flares. You know, no Stance Nation. You know, camber gang or anything else like that. Just nice, simple, clean. You know, not even some stupid, you know, bolt-on spoiler on the back. Everything is just nice and clean. Probably sounds great. Definitely drives great, I'm sure. I mean, it's, you know, and that's it. That's all you gotta do. You have a fun car. And it's a sleeper. You know, you close that hood, you roll up to somebody on the lights, they're just going to think you're driving a regular Honda Civic. That's all you got to do, guys. All you got to do. I do like that. It's one of my favorites of the day so far. Meanwhile, here's the opposite end of the spectrum, as I'm sure this doesn't go nearly as fast. Oh ho! Look what popped up over here. See, that's the thing about Cars and Coffee. You never really know what's going to show up.
Just, what is it?
That's a
Wow. I really like that. Really like that.
No, that guy left.
You know what? I can't believe I'm going to say this. I kind of like the look of the GT3 over the RS. Maybe it's just the color. I do like white Porsches. Something about them. It's very clean. I wish the regular GT3 had that bed. That'd be pretty cool. And then obviously the fenders. Always gotta love those fenders. But not a bad pair. Not a bad pair at all. Looks like they got the same seats. You know, subtle differences. But honestly, I think I would take just the regular GT3. I just like that. I just like that setup in the back. Well, it turned out to be pretty good. It was a little slow this morning when we started streaming, but kind of picked up. You know, we got a good amount of people here, so that's good. I think people are just waiting for it to warm up. That's what it is. You know, it is pretty cold out here, so you know, I know that's keeping a lot of people away. But I think that's about it for us here. I think we'll pack it up, head over to Glassworks, see what they got going on over there. I believe there's some sort of unveiling, so we'll check that out. And yeah, so definitely stay tuned to the next stream. I believe Stefan's coming back this next week, so he should be with us at Katie's next week. I believe we might be taking the Mustang out. I'm not too sure. Don't quote me on that yet. But what we're gonna try and figure out, you know, because I'm talking to Mike right now on the chat. You won't see that on YouTube, but I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the quality here, because when I download these videos and upload them to YouTube, they're not what they're showing on the screen here, and I don't think that's what they're showing too much on Twitch. So I need to figure out what's going on there, because when I film just directly from the camera, it looks fantastic, 4K quality, absolutely beautiful. Here, not so much, and I want to be able to film Katie's for you. I want to be able to stream Katie's for you guys over filming it. So I'll work out the kinks, see what I can find out for that, but definitely stay tuned. Definitely follow us on Twitch. We really need to bring up our followers a little bit more on Twitch, because Stefan and I are trying to basically make affiliate so we can actually upload videos in the event that we can't stream somewhere. You have to meet certain requirements, so we're trying to build up the Twitch channel so we can be able to do that for you guys. On top of follow us or subscribe on YouTube. You know, I'm definitely trying to rev things up on that side of the things too. We got a lot coming for that. I've been pretty much working around the clock on getting videos out for you guys on that one. So stay tuned to both channels. You know, like I said, Stefan should be coming back, and we should be able to get a little bit more material for you guys upcoming. And yeah, definitely stay tuned. We'll see you guys in the next one.